Tip-off goes to Atlanta. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Great positioning on the putback.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
Wagner with a screen on Daniels. Suggs with the bucket.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Now here's Wagner. Suggs with a screen on Daniels. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to put one up here. From deep, Banchero. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Back to Young. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Suggs. Following the score by Atlanta. And he makes it.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Here's Young. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Young's gotten his second bucket.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Wagner with a screen on Young. And the basket by Bane.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Banchero the screen. Right wing. Wide open look. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Young from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Young's got 9.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Payne. Johnson against Wagner. Takes a 3. And Carroll controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass. Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Young. He's got 9. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Suggs.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
Here's Wagner. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Outside Johnson. The kick out to Young. Johnson a screen on Suggs. Young from long range. Right side Porzingis. Here's Daniels. And Atlanta misses again. Pass to Wagner. Suggs, right side. Kicks it out to Wagner. Releases. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the magic here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risachet out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the one. And that one drops for him. Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter, and then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Guys, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Here's Suggs. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Orlando with the ball. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Bane. Fires the three. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm.
Well, when you look at the upside for this young Hawks team, Tim, how good can they be?
I think they could be one of the surprises in the Eastern Conference. They've got an emerging star in Jalen Johnson, one of the best defensive players in the league in Dyson Daniels. Both of those guys, I think, haven't even come close to scratching the surface.
And both players, high-level work ethic, talent, and guys who want to get after it every day. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Here's Suggs. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Misses the three. The Hawks have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Suggs, the pass to Bane. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now here's Daniels. The three. The putback. Pass to Porzingis. Daniels outside. They shoot again. The shot comes out. Orlando's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Suggs, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Count the basket. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Here's Suggs. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's Bane, following the score by Atlanta. And he dunks it down.
And what a jam by Bane, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
Outside Risachet. Outside Young. Porzingis sets a screen. with the floater. Oh, the floater is good for Young.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Suggs, the pass to Bain. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Young finds Johnson over Wagner, and he misses the go-ahead basket. The Magic have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And Carroll with a screen on Daniels. The drive by Bain. Wagner for 3. No luck on that one. Got it off in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's all tied in Orlando. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Tyus Jones is out there with Anthony Black, and it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact, and the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Now here's Jones. Here's Black. The putback. Pass to De Silva. Black outside. Down low. Kicks it out to Isaac. Jones, the pass to Black. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Carter. For Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jones, the pass to Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Hawks trail by 4. Kennard outside. 4-3. On target from range. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Back over to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Jones feels it out to the middle. It's stolen by Okongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. For the lead. Another 3 for Atlanta. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
Picked up by Okongwu. Back to Kennard. And the shot goes down. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter. There's a minute 59 left in the third. Black outside to the inside. Isaac. The rebound by the Hawks.
And you see the bench react as that layup doesn't drop. That's not exactly what they were expecting.
When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Now here's Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Inside. Carter, the pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Black. Can't hit that one. Good D by Kongwu. Here's Atlanta with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Now here's Kennard. Black defending. Kennard passes to Krejci. And here's a Kongwu for 3. It's hauled in by Isaac.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Picked by Isaac. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And yep, it's good. Isaac's got 6 points.
Inside the paint, Isaac is a pro, using his size to get himself a high percentage look.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to a Kongwu.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
A good decision maker with the ball in his hands. Carter Jr. is a capable and willing distributor.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the floor for Atlanta, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Young in at the 1.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A line change here for Orlando. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hawks?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
Now here's Bain. Wagner for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Young, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Pass to Banchero. Launches a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Daniels misses. Magic trail by 6. Orlando moving the ball around. Payne against Young. Back to Payne. The 3 ball. Rebounded by the Hawks. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. The 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Back to Suggs, looking to win the run. Kept alive. Here's Banchero, and he slams it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Atlanta. Now Bain. Clock at 6. Outside Banchero from deep. Porzingis there for the rebound. Atlanta leading by 9. Here's Wagner. Now Bain. Jacks up a 3. Puts up the tray. Knocks down the trifecta.
Anytime he can, Bain is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Suggs against Young. Now Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Now Banchero. Suggs fires. Oh, the long ball, no good. Young against Bain. Oh, the stuff.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Outside Banchero. Here's Wagner. Suggs outside. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Hawks.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Trae Young.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Now here's Suggs. Wagner misses the 3. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Here's Porzingis. The 3 is off. Banchero surveys. Here's Bain. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Boy, a nice win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center, with Antetokounmpo next to him. Gary Trent is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Here's Yoru.
Mercy, mercy me. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Stolen by Jackson. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Bane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the strength of Bane helps him on the bounce.
Trent with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA. Who can pull something like that off.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Well, when you watch Franz Wagner, Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the two things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championship, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bane kicks to Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Turner. Outside, Suggs. 6 to shoot. And Suggs throws it down.
Clear to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Giannis a screen on Suggs. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Outside for Jackson. And there's the drive. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando leading by 5. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Carter outside. To the middle. Shoots over Turner. No good off the back of the rim. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh! Wow! My goodness!
Man! The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Now, here's Bane. Back to Carter. A kick out to Bane. Banchero outside. Here's Carter. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Giannis a screen on Suggs. Trent gets the bucket.
Pitch works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
No good there. It's all tied in Orlando. And back with the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Magic here?
Boy, how about the athleticism of Jalen Suggs? I mean, I love seeing him rise up with power like he did there.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards.
Oh, wow, man!
And don't sleep on Baines' ability to go right to the rack. That'll happen more often than not.
Down low, the dive for the ball, and stolen by Wagner. Wagner with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Suggs dishes to Banchero, and finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And Turner kicks to Trent. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer, no good.
I think everybody in the building expecting him to make that collective shot.
Suggs against Trent. And Suggs throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Now, Suggs, 10 points for him. And here's Wagner. Banchero is screened for Suggs. Wagner from long range.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis' timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scores do. Oh, man.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. Oh, Banchero putting on the show.
Giannis a screen on Suggs. Trent passes to Giannis.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Trent. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Trent. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero inside. He's against Turner. And finished off by Banchero.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him. He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
The unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Suggs. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Giannis, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Wagner. Jackson against Wagner. Turner with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Trent with it, picked up by Banchero. Here's Antetokounmpo, inside. Antetokounmpo, automatic.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wagner as screen on Prince. Kicks it out to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Suggs. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Suggs has got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Magic. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. He got to double digits for the quarter. Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Black is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Isaac misses. Bucks trail by 10. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
To the paint, here's Carter. No good with the layup. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Out to Smith. Porter with the screen for Smith. Porter dishes to Smith. Outside Portis. Isaac with the steal. Here's De Silva. He's covered by Livingston. Jones, the pass to Carter. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Carter's got 8.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It's always exciting to see a player with a hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Back to you.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. Kuzma outside. Porter against Jones. Porter kicks to Portis. 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
Pass to De Silva. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Carter dishes to Jones. Back to Carter. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Bucks trail by 7. You know, Clark, when Kyle Kuzma is in the right role and the right situation, he can help in so many areas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's capable of spacing the floor. His shot has just been a tad inconsistent, so that's why he hasn't gotten to the next level yet. But I love the energy he plays with and his versatility.
Isaac passes to Carter, and that one drops for him. He's got 10.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of defense.
Smith wide open. He fires. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Smith's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Milwaukee. Black with it. Porter's there. Right side Jones. Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Porter kicks to Kuzma. Back to Porter. by Carter.
An aggressive defender, Carter Jr. also excels at using those physical advantages he has to turn shots back.
Over in the corner, Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Smith. And he makes good on the layup. And it's 8 points for Smith.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones against Kuzma. Jones, the pass to Isaac. Jones looking for an opening. Back to Isaac. Off target at the rim. To the inside. Here's Smith. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Wrong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
And we've reached the end of the third. Orlando out in front. They're up by 4. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Hit the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent's out there with Gary Trent. And it's Jackson in at the 3. Kicks it out to Wagner. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh my!
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Wagner outside. And here's Banchero. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And Turner kicks to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Wagner on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wagner forcing the defense to compromise there. A good job forcing the issue inside.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo passes to Turner. Giannis sets a screen for Turner. There's the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Banchero lays it up and banks it in.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Antetokounmpo against Wagner. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Banchero a screen for Suggs. Now Wagner. Shot clock at 5. It's Suggs with the drive. Prince against Suggs. Antetokounmpo outside. Jackson outside. Prince in the post. He's covered by Suggs.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
Turner against Bain. Here's Wagner. Right side, Suggs. Strong move off the glass.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Giannis a screen on Suggs. On to Kumbo.
Yeah, good job to take it right at.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of them,
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Wagner fires. Off target from outside. Bucks trail by 5. Giannis!
For Giannis, his length and instincts on defense make him a feared shot blocker.
Banchero, screen on Jackson. Now Banchero. Driving the lane. Oh, one dunk after another. Woo!
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Now, here's Bain. Banchero, screen on Prince. Bain, that's in there.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
It's stolen by Banchero. And there's the foul. And it's on Torian Prince. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Suggs. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans get
teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Torian Prince is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Outside Young. And the 3 off target. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's not going to go for him. Rizachet with some nice D. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I keep going to that until they stop it.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Antetokounmpo has got 6. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Turner with a block. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so, also got the body. So we'll see free throws here. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection. He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
To the inside. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. With some arc. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Yeah, he is so good with that floater. Trae Young showing off the touch right there.
Trent for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Young with the bucket.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
The Bucks trail by 4. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Prince. Rizachet covering. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Antetokounmpo has got 8 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1:14 left in the opening quarter. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels. What do you expect to see from Gary Trent Jr. on any given night, Coach?
Well, look, B.A., you're going to get a combination of good shooting, soft touch in close, and he can go vertical. He makes some spectacular plays.
Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. from the inbound. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And the basket by Trent.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul.
Team second.
.32 seconds left in the first. Here's Young. Softly drops in the floater. Young's got 10.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
Trent from long range gets the three to fall. It's all knotted up.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more deep.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Young in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple."
Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Trent against Young. Beyond the arc. Look at Young, making it look easy.
A volume shooter. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner, covered by Johnson. Turner against Johnson. Turner, no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And coach, some tough luck for the Bucks with injuries to their star players in recent years.
Yeah, well, last season, Lillard went down with the Achilles. Before him, Chris Middleton battled injuries. Even Giannis had his share. In this league, it's not enough to just be good. You need to have some luck, too. Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And that one's good. Young.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Outside Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Trent from long range. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
The Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Porzingis. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
The three from Ricochet, and the Hawks with another three. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the two biggest areas. Those are beat yourself types of stats. And it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
Young with the bucket.
Yeah, seemingly unlimited range for Young. He is always confident.
Turner, a screen on Young. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Turner finds Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. It's stolen by Trent. Inside. They need this. Too much Giannis.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
It's Johnson with a drive.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And here's Turner from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Turner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
Trent goes in. It's stolen by Daniels. Johnson inside. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ending the quarter up 10. They've been lights out from deep. And it's a bit. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
On the floor for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then it's Smith. And it's Livingston in at small forward.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage.
Up and in on the layup. Okongwu's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Baseline jumper. Porter's shot is off.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Kuzma for 3. They set the pick. Pass to Livingston. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks lead by 10. Here's Okongwu. And he gets it to go. Okongwu's got 6 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back over to you, Brian.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Atlanta's gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Newell. Now Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
Here's Newell into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Drills it from deep.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Porter, the pass to Smith. Off target with the 3.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Krejci. Here's Newell, defended by Portis. Krejci, the pass to Kennard. And there's a pick from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Portis.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
The Hawks lead by 11. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Okongwu. And there's the drive. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Porter. Oh! Get out the way!
Goodness!
Get out the way!
Awesome. Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Okongwu, a screen on Porter. Kennard for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Porter looks it over. Smith inside. Misses the layup. Here's Okongwu. Outside, Alexander Walker. Kennard for 3. They grab their own miss. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Rizeshe at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Rizeshe, no good. And so Trent will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 11. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Prince against Daniels. Porzingis with a screen on Prince. Daniels. The rebound by Jackson.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Trent. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Well, so many things Young could have done there, and he called his own number.
Trent goes in. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to drop. The Hawks lead by 8. Outside Young. Rebounded by Trent. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 12 from the three-point range tonight. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. First one falls for him.
Team second.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Daniels, that one's true.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Young. Trent finds Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 22.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
The 3 ball is down.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Here's Daniels. Young outside. Porzingis with a screen on Trent. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
From deep. Johnson with the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. And there's 1:45 left to play in the fourth quarter. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, B.A.'s certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Hawks.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
He got it. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Young. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo. Outside Trent. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Young. Buries it from outside. Young looking over the floor. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Putting some real power behind his motion. Bane takes it straight to the rim.
And it's Wagner missing.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Porzingis. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
Suggs passes to Bane. Banchero is screened for Bane. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, that will energize his teammates, going right at the defender and throwing it down.
And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Now, here's Wagner. Right side, Suggs. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, we're talking about a 6'10 wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Banchero is screen on Young. Kicks it out to Banchero. Payne for three. Porzingis with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost him.
Daniels against Payne. Here's Banchero for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Daniels. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Wagner passes to Wagner. Wagner against Daniel. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Wagner.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rizachet sets the screen for Johnson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Hits the three-point bomb. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Here's Rizachet driving to the basket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
Here's Daniels. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Magic trailing. Down low. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Pass to Rizachet. Porzingis sets the pick for Rizachet. Porzingis finds Rizachet. Lock at 6. Young from outside. Atlanta again missing. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And finished off by Wagner.
What a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Young from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the opportunity. The play is on the video.
The ruling on the floor stands.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Porzingis with a screen on Bane. Young, good.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
And here is Suggs. To the wing right side. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Here's Suggs. Tie game in Atlanta. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. That's the group start the second quarter for the Hawks.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Wagner against Daniel. Banchero passes to Wagner. Out left to the wing. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Wagner. Suggs has got 7 points.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can. Young looking around.
Takes it inside and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
You know, when talking about the pressure Young puts on the defense, I'm not sure the word relentless is strong enough.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. That's to Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. That's 7 points for Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Banchero, that's good.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Rizachet. To the middle. It's tipped. He's looking for Daniels and finds him. Young's shot is off. Magic leading by 4. Bane drives in. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
And with the body to absorb contact, Bane also has the balance to finish.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from Daniel.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Suggs throws it down.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And a wide open look for Daniel. Offline with his 3. Orlando leading by 7. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys, back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And taken away by Johnson. Shea in the corner. Back to Porzingis. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. Back to Shea. And a miss there on the triple. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Orlando leading. It's Suggs with the drive. Excellent defense from Daniel.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Banchero for 3. And so it's the Orlando Magic heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter right after this halftime break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
So on the floor for Orlando, a post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Jones is out there with Blunt. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. And Tim, what you love about Tyus Jones, the efficiency at the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, he has great ball security, and he's highly accurate from deep. Same from the free throw line. The point is, you can just trust him to run the show.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Now Black, Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Pass to Okongwu over Carter. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Okongwu. Isaac a screen on Kennard. Black the pass to Isaac. Here's Krejci. Shot from the wing. Black grabs the board.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you. You can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Driving inside. And he banks in the layup. Black's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regard
The Royal is confirmed.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one falls for Okongwu. Both free throws good from Okongwu. Magic leading by 7. Over in the corner, Isaac. Back to Black. From downtown, knocks down the 3-ball. Black's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Newell, good.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Black in the post, defended by Alexander Walker. Isaac goes in. Kicks it out to Jones. Carter sets the pick for Jones. Second chance shot. Atlanta with the rebound. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Lays it up off the glass. Newell's got it back down to within single digits for Atlanta.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Jones against Kennard. Jones drives in. Kennard with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Isaac a screen. Like the pass to Isaac. And it goes down 2 points. Isaac's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop it.
Carter outside. Isaac outside. Carter finds Black. Carter with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Black the pass to Carter. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. And it's off from 3-point range. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Newell. Black defending. There's a good screen. Here's Kennard. And it's off the back rim. No good. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Young fires away from outside. The third quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 8. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The Hawks trail by 8. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Suggs. No good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's Johnson penetrating. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Magic lead by 9.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Porzingis has the open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Wagner has screen on Daniel. Suggs finds Wagner. Count it. Good.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
To the left side wing. Pass to Daniel. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Daniels, no good.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Wagner with a screen for Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Johnson for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Shea with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Johnson outside. Bain rips down the rebound. Magic leading by 11. Banchero. Good work there as it goes down.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
No good there.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Wagner has screen on Young. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul. Wagner against Daniel. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Wagner. From outside, he drills the 3.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Daniels, no good. Had a chance to end the run right there. Magic leading by 16. Takes the 3. Johnson rips down the board. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paolo Banchero.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possession.
Bain drives in. Banchero was screened for Wagner. Suggs, crane from outside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Yep, that's going to go in. Right side, Suggs. Now Bain for 3. Johnson rips down the board. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From 15 feet away, it's good.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding it.
And stolen by Daniels.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
It's Suggs with the drive, and they'll keep possession. Porzingis pulls it down. So the Magic win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Orlando Magic. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. So a look at our starters for Orlando. The Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward, Mo in the middle. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4. Bane surveying the D. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach has drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is the key.
Orlando with the ball after Milwaukee picked up a 3 with their last shot.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
Now here's Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. And a missed layup. Wagner against Prince. And the dunk by Wagner.
How about big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
Jackson outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
NBA, that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Now here's Bane. Now Suggs. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Prince against Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Orlando. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you, B.A.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Antetokounmpo with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter here. Bane finds Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. And Carroll outside. Over Antetokounmpo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Bucks trail by 5. Trent outside. Turner, a screen on Suggs. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Suggs against Trent. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Wagner outside. Banchero with a screen on Turner. Outside Bane. And he banks in the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Magic out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Gary Trent is out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Man, that one's good. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter. Orlando leading. Wagner finds Wagner. Wagner with a screen. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Wagner.
Wagner saw the opening and took off, slashing with the best of them.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Wagner. Prince. Orlando with the rebound. Outside Bane. The kick out to Banchero. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs. The Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo
getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And here's Suggs. He has 6, and he goes in for the dunk.
Tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Giannis throws it down.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Banchero. And here's Turner from the arc. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Bane. 1:56 left in the second quarter. The kick out to Banchero. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
A rare assist for Mo Wagner. Normally, he's the one finishing.
Down low. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Wagner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Puts up a deep 3. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Back to Wagner. Pass to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner with a screen on Jackson. Suggs counted. And it's a 6-point Magic lead.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
It's Suggs with a drive. Can't get it to fall. Pass to Turner. Plenty of space. And the call over the back. Orlando shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he makes the first.
Has been Bain taking 2 shots.
And Bain drops them both.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
And here's Porter outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment.
They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for Orlando, Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Tyus Jones is out there with Anthony Black, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position. Magic leading by 8. And as a player, how important is film study to reaching the highest level of success, Clark?
Tell you what, with the advance in technology, it's actually critical now, BA. I mean, it's more accessible, too, and that helps everybody realize the benefits of doing that extra work of studying yourself, your team, and your opponent. Smart pass by Porter, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
Carter on the wing. Pass to De Silva. Back to Carter. Black outside. 6 to shoot. Carter, a screen on Porter. Here's Black. Banked it in off the glass. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Back to you.
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is, Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Porter, the pass to Sims. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Jones, the pass to Black. Picked by Isaac. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought There was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Sims. The rebound by Carter. Magic leading by 8. Jones feels it out. Going inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Up top, Porter. Black defending. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Anthony Black.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul him.
Smith, he's checked in for the Bucks. He hits the second from the line. For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Black passes to Isaac. Back to Black. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Portis.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
The 3, Smith. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The floater. Oh, nice D from Carter. Here's Jones. Sweet little floater. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Gary Trent is out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the group from Milwaukee right now. And stolen by Suggs. Right side, Bane. Turner against Banchero. Back to Bane. Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Wagner. Pass to Bane. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Trent. Antetokounmpo, left side. Wagner with a steal. And it's Orlando on the break. Tipped. Antetokounmpo. Nice! Big finish!
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Here's Suggs. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for.
It's rebounded by Wagner.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Pass to Wagner. Now here's Bane on the wing. Suggs. Wagner with a screen. 5 to shoot. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Trent. The Bucks trail by 14. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Ben Carroll. Now Suggs. Payne outside. Suggs outside. And Carroll with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And the three misses. The Bucks trail by 12. Oh, no good on the jam. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Now Suggs. Banchero! Money from 3!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish. Oh, wow! Hammers down the reverse. Here's Wagner. Suggs outside. Wagner up top. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Antetokounmpo. Wagner with the rebound. Banchero right side. Suggs outside. Here's Wagner. Wagner fires. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block.
lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizichet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the one spot. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Up and in on the layup.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Good on the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Turner. Johnson with the rebound. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is excited.
Oh, look at that.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Young drives in. A shot missing. Good work defensively by Trent. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Left side, Porzingis. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks again can't hit.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Turner finds Trent. Turner with a screen on Young. Back to Turner. Pass to Prince. And the dunk by Prince.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been. Oh, wow! What a dunk. Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Young against Trent. Here's Giannis. Porzingis with the block. Right side Daniels. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shots good by Turner.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Shots good from Young. Young's got 6 points.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young in close.
Here's Trent. Kick out to Giannis. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Back to Rizichet. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Rizichet thrives in that role.
to the paint. Porzingis with the steal. And here's Young from the... What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
The play is under video.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It'll be 2 minutes to review.
Tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Prince can hit. The Hawks leading. Inside, here's Daniels. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Trent gets the bucket.
Oh, he had him spinning. It looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, well, sometimes Trae Young can seem a little temperamental, but that really just speaks to his passion, and you can't teach that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Riza Shea with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Riza Shea. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
The shot by Turner, no good. To the right side. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, you know teams try to get physical with Porzingis, but sometimes that strategy can come back to bite.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
High arcing shot. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back over to you, Kevin.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Porzingis can't hit. Bucks trail by 18. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Young, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The drive by Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Well, great job to push it up the court with the pass, and they get a nice transition score.
Young finds Porzingis. And stolen by Prince. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
And get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Kennard, Newell out there with Okongwu. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Krejci in at the 3.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Porter with it. Clock at 6. Going inside. Here's Smith. Off with the layup. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Can't get the heave to fall. Here's Alexander Walker. And Okongwu slams it in.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Smith kicks to Porter. Finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Here's Okongwu. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here's Porter. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Fades back. Here's Portis. Here he goes. And Portis throws it down.
Up and over the defender with one hand. outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Looked like the D had a good chance to cut him off until he made his move, Greg, to the hoop.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment. But they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Milwaukee has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Smith. Reggie with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the boards.
Here's Newell, guarded by Kuzma. Now, Alexander Walker.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Porter, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here is Porter. He has 6. Shakes him and finished off by Porter.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that time. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Here's Trent, and that one drops. Trent's got 7 points in the game.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Daniels against Jackson. And that one's good. Daniels, 15 points in the game.
Great to see things coming together for Daniels offensively. He's found a good flow here.
Young with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Jackson against Daniels. Buries it from three-point range. Daniels has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
The shot will not fall. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
Yeah, that's great decision making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Jackson is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Giannis. Outside Daniels. No good on the triple. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Trae Young grabs the miss. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Here's Turner. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
With some arc. And Young with the basket on the assist by Rizage. Young's got 20.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And good that time.
showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Giannis. Six on the shot clock. Tries from 10. And no good as it rattles out. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting...
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And here's Young from the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kicks it out to Prince. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Young from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got 26.
Well, anytime you want a three-point shooting competition, Young is up for it.
And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. Johnson's shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time. Well, if you're looking for someone to make things happen at the offensive end, Trae Young's the guy you want.
So it's the Bucks now. Now, here's Trent. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And Jackson gets it to go.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Now, here's Trent. He's guarded closely. Pass to Prince. Rizachet with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Young's shot is off. To the middle and taken away by Johnson. Young with the ball. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin of the game. Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. And for all... Niko.